Hey, everyone, it's Dean. I've got Josh with me. Now, do all banks lend for rent rolls?
Right, good question, Dean. Banks will all generally lend for the purpose of acquiring a rent roll. However, there are those banks that are more niche and do look after those clients that are looking for rent roll finance specifically, and particularly when the sole security for the proposed loan is the rent roll itself. Most funders will lend if they've got home security or residential or commercial security, but if you're looking at pure standalone security being the rent roll itself, there are a few known and specialised funders that do specialise in that, such as the NAB, Judo, Westpac and Macquarie. So they're sort of the main players in the field that do specialise in that space.
And then on top of that, you make sure you've got someone like yourself that knows what they're talking about so that they can direct them.
Yeah, well, that's right. And I guess more specifically, like there are lots of brokers around, there are a lot of bankers around, but even if you were to go to one of those particular banks, as I said, a Macquarie or a NAB as an example, there are still those bankers that specialise more so in rent roll finance itself. So you might go off the street and go see your local branch manager at NAB, and they will give you a different answer to than somebody else
like
in the same, exactly like myself, or within their own organisation who are actually accredited to lend to rent roll specifically. So generally it's an accreditation within the bank itself for those particular bankers to lend specifically to the rent roll industry.
Great advice. Cheers.